everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to LaMay Day Limelight. Thank you for being you. Thank you for loving. Thank you for watching. I am your creative hostess, Sharíck LaMay, and I have
j.Pin. You already know.
You know what it is. This is my lovely co-host. So
how you doing?
I'm just gonna jump right into it because I know you have something on your heart you want to talk about.
Literally.
Yes.
Miss Janelle Monae.
Oh, you got the shirt.
I got the shirt. I got my Wonderland pins on. Janelle Monae.
I thought that was Prince.
No. Well, I mean,
we know she's
Prince and she loves Prince.
Yeah.
But tomorrow is the release of Dirty Computer, which is the follow-up to her last album, Electric Lady.
Dope.
I've been anticipating it because I'm a huge Janelle Monae fan.
Yes, he is.
And then on top of this week, she announced a tour. She also announced an emotion picture, which what she calls like all her music videos, she calls them emotion pictures. So she's doing like a full movie. Tessa Thompson is starring in it. And she's doing 2 very unique private screenings. She did one in New York this week, and then on Friday, tomorrow, with the release of the album, is the special showing here in LA.
Okay, so let's talk about that video she just came out with. That's stirring up.
Which one?
The one with
Pink?
Yes.
Pink.
Yes. Okay. I'm trying to find the proper terminology to express.
Because she's released a few, but
Pink that one in particular, I thought it was very creative in her ode to the women's anatomy.
Yes, the vagina. Let's keep it all away from
So that was very interesting in that she was doing that. What do you? Of course you love it.
Well, I do love it. I love that Janelle creates think pieces. She creates, like she calls them emotion pictures, because she wants to exude emotion with everything that she does, and every track, every song has a deeper meaning other than just a bop, you know, because she does make fun music, but she definitely likes to convey a message with everything that she does. And that Pink is an anthem. It's an anthem for women, you know, and from what I've gotten, you know, it's given power to you as a woman. You have the vagina, you know, so I think she's dope. I'm just excited. Like, Dirty Computer is about to be everything. She's going on tour. Saint Beauty Band from the Wonderland Records is going to be her opening act, which they're dope as well. So I'm just, shout out to you, Janelle. I love you.
If we ever get Janelle Monae on our site, I don't know if you're going to...
You mean if or when?
Thank you. Speaking into existence.
Right.
I love it. So speaking of women empowerment, we didn't touch on it very much last week's episode, but now that it's all over... We
had to save it for weekend 2, because some people didn't want to know too much.
Right.
But Beychella.
Has come and it has conquered and let
the
us
most
all
trending
change.
hashtag for the past 2 weekends was that Beyoncé killed Coachella.
Yeah.
I mean, murdered it.
So you didn't get to tune in this time on YouTube like you did last time.
No, they didn't do it. But I mean, it was the same show. She just did some costume switch ups,
which I loved. Pink.
It was dope. It was
what did
wonderful.
you like? The pink or the yellow?
Well, see, the thing is, the yellow reminded me of like my school colors. Okay. And then plus she had like my high school mascot was the Wildcat, so there was like a Wildcat on her. I was like, oh, it looked like my school's colors, you know? So I think I like the yellow better, but then her other outfits, like the Destiny's Child outfits, are like for weekend 2 better. Yeah.
Yes. Plus a little less mishap with the wardrobe.
Yeah, but it was such a good show. I mean, hats off to her. Like she did Houston proud. She did women proud. She did Destiny's Child fans proud. I was so happy when Kelly and Michelle came out. Like I was like,
they did really good.
So good.
Super good. And then Solange hopped up out there both times.
She came out, Jay came out, and then like the whole homage to college bands. Like, I mean, it took me back to like when I was in school. I was like, oh my gosh, I remember partying.
What school did you go to?
Well, I went to UNO. It wasn't an HBCU, but like all my friends went to HBCU. So I would like be at Xavier campus or Southern or you name it. I was all over Louisiana at different campuses just getting my life.
Yes. So, I mean, it brought me back to, I mean, I went to San Jose State. I didn't go to a HBCU either, but just the fact that she thought to do that and the culture, like she definitely did it for the culture. People were loving it. I think people who aren't used to that or weren't aware of that style of celebration, so to speak, they were amazed. So,
it was a pep rally.
Yeah, it was definitely a prep rally. Everybody's, what is it, Bay Phi Bay?
Beta, Delta, Kappa. I mean, that's what I think what the Beyonce Delta Kappa.
Okay.
Something like that, whatever.
We're going to pledge
But, I mean, we pledge it. I also want to shout out, I knew people that were on stage with her.
Amazing.
So 2 of the bugaboos on the line, my boy Ashanti Ladon and Joe Brown, like, they was killing it. Like, front and center, my boy Ashanti, I was like, yo, he killing it. I'm yelling at the screen, like, when I saw him. And then my girls KO and Nyreen Brown, they were part of the lineup as well. And I was just like, I was so proud to see people that I knew up there. Like, they were all amazing dancers, and the fact that they've been working with Beyonce for like the past few months, just creating this show, I was like, yo, that's amazing. Like,
and let's also shout out everybody that was a part of Coachella. I mean, Cardi B shut it down, Migos shut it down, definitely. So shout out to everybody and the whole creative ambiance. Coachella definitely took it up a notch this year.
They amplified. I heard Miguel was amazing.
Yes.
Like, it's hats off, Coachella.
Yeah, even
maybe I'll go. Maybe I'll go
maybe
one year.
Maybe you won't tune in on YouTube.
I mean, next year is the 20th anniversary.
Hey now.
So I guess I might, you know.
Right, but yeah, again, shout out to Beyonce and being, you know, a hometown hero, so to speak. So speaking of hometown heroes,
she's from Houston.
Right.
Our guest is from Houston.
Right.
And I think we need to dive into a little bit about what Mr. Trae Tha Truth has to say.
Right. He's definitely a hometown hero. He's on pretty much a world tour promoting his music, doing silent parties. So we definitely want to talk to him about that. And, you know, he signed with Grand Hustle and he's doing his thing. He has a new single out called Better Days with T.I. that I checked out. I really dig it. So he's a very positive person, as well as philanthropic, which is definitely something we want to talk to him about as well. So let's jump into that.
Bam.
Day for day dealing with struggles, I'm nothing new to them. Praying I can see something better, only a few do. Dreams are pulling up something foreign, I'm in the hoodoo. Solo on the block, sweating bullets, is what I'm used to. Pride hit me all in my feelings, looking at niggas win. How the fuck the truth gon' make it? I'm moving 3 for 10s, looking like I'm homeless and broke. I'm damn near out of wind. Staying alive, some more hard work.
All right, everybody, straight out of Houston, we've got musician, father, activist, and humanitarian Trae Tha Truth. Welcome. So tell us real quick, why The Truth?
That's self-explanatory, man. The city, the streets name me that. Just, I get straight to the point, you know, beat around the bushes, black and white with me. So I just felt the name fit, you know.
Always been with you. So we're LaMay Day here, so I found it really interesting that you have a Trae Day. So tell us a little bit about that and how that all came about.
Well, you know, Trae Day, this is my 11th year of Trae Day.
Awesome.
I was the first person given his own actual holiday as far as the rap world. And I mean, you know, instead of making it a day about me, I make it a day for the city. You know, I get the kids their school clothes, immunization, backpacks, carnival rides, bring snow to the hood, camels. Then I bring in a whole bunch of entertainer homies I got, whether they're athletes, singers, rappers, comedians, people that they'll see on TV but never had the opportunity to get close to.
Right.
And I bring them and I sit them right there in front of them. And it's a family thing.
Yeah, that's so. And I find that really interesting because a lot of people who were probably introduced to you more recently due to the hurricane situation probably didn't know that you've been doing this for a long time. Way before.
They have to, and it'd be a lot of fans and supporters that check them. Let them know, like, yeah, you clearly don't know the Trae we know.
Right. So speaking of the hurricane, so the anniversary will be coming up in August. Is there anything special you're planning on doing to commemorate all of that, or?
The only thing I'm planning on doing is suiting up and booting up if it come again. I don't think I'm trying to celebrate nothing of it. You know, we lost a lot and it's still tragic, but definitely will be prepared this time. The only thing I went out and bought yet was a boat, but I'm close to deciding I may go buy one of them just to.
Right.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So tell us a little bit about your album. We know that you're in LA. You're commemorating that. You have the silent parties. I thought that was really interesting.
Yeah, me and Urban Fates, we've been touring, doing a lot of silent parties, and you know, most people would think you were doing necessarily before the album come out the campaign, but what I'm learning now is just still people appreciate music, so every market we go into, we gain more and more fans, whether they've been new or whether they just learning. And it just, I don't know, it's a good atmosphere, and we introducing it to the world. Because imagine, say for instance, y'all show, and it may be on TV or whatever, right? Say if you had a show, you putting it on TV, that's gonna be your first time premiering. You're in a room full of people, it's your celebration, but all you hear is people yelling, and drinking, they ain't paying attention to what you're saying. But imagine having headphones on that tune out all sounds, so it's just what's going on, whether it may be the TV or the radio, that, and then you don't hear nothing else nobody else saying. So for an entertainer, you appreciate it way more, because now it's like you forced to at least understand what we got going on. I ain't got to hear you running in your mouth with me 24/7, none of that.
It makes sense. I've been to silent parties before. Like, it requires, you have no choice. You're listening to the album, so I think it creates another element of the experience. Definitely. To really get to feel the music. Right.
And so we've been doing that, you know. And then a lot of people be curious to know what it is, so it go hand in hand, because even with them being curious to come, they end up becoming a fan in the process. Right. It's a win-win.
Dope. So about the album, I'm excited. I listened to it a little bit today. So your first single is Better Days, my understanding.
I be so confused when people say singles, because since the hurricane, I stopped rapping. I wasn't doing music.
Oh, really?
I took 3 days to go to Atlanta and just record, and whatever I came out with was gonna be the project, whether it be one song or EP, but I ended up doing 12. And when I did it, it was just painting a picture of my mind state of what's been going on since the hurricane and what's going on in Houston. So I didn't necessarily have intentions of a single. I think right now people just pick and choose what they like. But Better Days, they just added in rotation to iHeartRadio in Houston, but different people like different records. I guess it's just whatever fit them at the time.
Right, so for you, it's all one big component of the
cool
masterpiece.
With it all. You know, people make comments and be like, hey, I hope you don't get offended. I want to talk about your real life and what you're doing in the community and the music. At the end of the day, it all go hand in hand. I ain't mad at none of it.
Right, that's dope. So speaking of Hometown Hero, we know that Beyonce and the Beychella thing happened this past weekend. How do you feel about the whole Beychella movement, being that she's from your hometown?
I'm always proud with her, because she's held that throne for a long time. It's going to be a long time to come. So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, it's always a proud moment, just knowing how good of a person she is, just on side of the music. Just if you pay attention to people, you can pick up on their vibes and their aura. She she got a good heart, and I experienced it firsthand. You know, during the hurricane, she came out there with us, and it's just certain things people don't have to do, but the fact that they do it, you tend to appreciate it a lot more. So we've been rooting for her now, rooting for 1,000% more. You know, it's family, the whole Be Good family. You know, Ivy and the rest of them, even Miss Tina, you know, I salute them all. They all
family. Mama Tina. Right, I know, I love it.
So tell us, what are ways that you are promoting your projects? I know you have some history with radio play, so how would you say that you've come up with creative ways to promote your musical projects?
I think it's just adapting to my environment, but you know, of course, I still have satellite radio. I have iHeart, a lot of blogs, and mainly the streets. You know, the people that really carry me the most, because whether it may be the long road, word of mouth and getting it out there, but that's what keep me afloat, you know, because being banned worldwide for the last 9 years, you know, that can make a person tap out and redirect what they're gonna do or their thoughts or their living process. But the fact is, when you build how I'm built, we work well under pressure. We're gonna make it work somehow, some way. So I lost a lot behind it, but at the same time, everything you lose, you can find ways to gain others. So.
Right, and you've been doing a good job at it too.
You've retained your following. You definitely accrued a massive audience, which, I mean, hats off to you. What would you say to somebody who's maybe going through a similar situation or has gone through a similar situation? How would you tell them to persevere?
I mean, I tell people at the end of the day, just do you. When I say do you, I know they'd be like, oh, that's just something simple to say, but realistically, you have to do you, because whatever fits you is already set from that man up above. So thing is, if you stay focused on doing you, it's not a guarantee. I can't tell you a time. I can't tell you how easy, how hard. it's fit for you and you only. But what happens is people get frustrated because doing them not necessarily working, and then they go to trying to do what everybody else doing. And what do they know? Probably if they'd have stayed still for a little bit longer, it'd have came their way. So a lot of people give up seconds before their blessing comes. So always do you, never try and transform what you don't feel comfortable or what don't fit you, trying to fit in. Because what happened when that fade away? Then you got to try and double back, and somebody took your spot from what you was doing so well.
Right. So, love it. I know. That seems to be a common thing that we hear from artists. That's a question that we do like to ask, being that this is a platform for other artists to come to learn. And just hearing that from you and saying that you stay true to yourself and who you are as an individual, as an artist, and that's real key right there. So that's dope. I commend you for that. Thank you. So where can people find your music, find more about you and your organizations? Relief Gang.
Digital platforms. The thing that I deal with the most part social media is my Instagram, which is at Trae ABN, TRAEABN. I don't necessarily, I got a Facebook, I don't know how to work it, I don't have an app. So I probably got like 3 or 4 people controlling that. My Twitter, I do what I can here and there. And other than that, just for me, it's always better to be hands-on and bump into me in the street, you know.
That's what's up.
A lot of people appreciate that more for me anyway, so it'd be cool, man. So that's how I keep my music.
Right.
Huh? A true man of the people.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
Hands down.
Definitely. Well, thank you. We want to thank you for taking out your time. And then, of course, people check out his event that he has. The silent parties are dope.
Yeah,
I'm going to
whenever
try
you see Urban Fates, you know, we doing silent parties. All of them been tremendous. We had all kinds of celebrities. Of course, you know, they come out to support me, but also just to experience that. It was dope. Houston, Austin, Atlanta, Chicago. We have y'all. We got Detroit coming up. Dope. San Francisco, Dallas, Phoenix. My bro Philly Flyboy here. We probably gonna be headed to Milwaukee too. So we here working, man.
I hear that. See? That's how you do it. That was the answer to your question. Creative ways to promote your own stuff. I love it. All right, definitely.
You got to. If not, you're going to stay stagnant. That ain't going to feed your family.
Right. No. Dope. All right, well, thank you guys so much. Thank you for Trae Tha Truth for coming in and blessing us with his presence and his light. Make sure you catch everything that he has going on in Relief Gang as well. And my co-host, j.Pin.
Know what it is.
I'm Sharíck LaMay, and lights out, you guys.